Father Paul Thelekat, we have Father Ajimon Pudhiyaparambul, who has decided to, take a break from his pastoral ministries because he's worried about what the church is turning out to be. He was saying about corruption, he was talking about hatred that is coming, and also the question about aligning with political parties. For the Paul Thelekat, we have also discussed this before as well, but there is a significant section within Syro Malabar's clergy who thinks that, as what Father Ajimon was trying to say, that you shouldn't mix Caesar and God when it comes to the people. How do you see it?
See, Varghese, first of all, I would like to congratulate Father Ajimon for the daring step that he has taken. And secondly, I wish him all the best. And thirdly, I must warn him that this is not an easy cup. This will be a bitter cup to the last drop. And that will be, he will have to face terrible difficulties in his life. That is sure. But he is a daring step. His commitment is very strong. That commitment to Christ and commitment to the interiority and commitment to values is the most important thing. Otherwise, you and I, Father Ajimon or I, why should we become a priest? Priests are people who renounce everything and committed for the people, committed for Christ, committed for religious values and values of life. And therefore, there is everything that we must take care and do to safeguard humanity and human values everywhere. In India, as you said, as you expressed your apprehension about the church. Church is also some ways withdrawing in itself. There is some sort of narcissism within the church. A trying to love itself. It is for itself. It is looking for its own safety, its own wealth, its own welfare. Church should not be for itself. Church is for the world. Church is for the country. Church is for the people. And that dimension has been forgotten. That is a corruption. That is a narcissism. That is some sort of a fundamentalism, some sort of communal feeling within the church. That is destroying
but
the church.
Father
And
Paul Thelekat, just to play the devil's advocate, this has been brewing. I mean, this issue has been brewing between the Christian and Muslim communities for some time. And it looks like the issues are now being highlighted with the BJP being entering in. Because if I speak to certain clergy within the church, they seem to be having no problems in having relationship with the Sangh Parivar forces as well. They are ready to, in fact, they say that most of our interests align. Now, when I say interests align, is that they quote unquote, they say that we have a concerned fear about Muslims in Kerala, about them being assertive. And it's been there for quite some time. It's not, it started now, it started from UDF days itself, where the Muslim community has been assertive when it comes to its portfolios that it wanted. It has been assertive when it comes to the portfolio of education, which again, it was a big controversy. So there has been an assertion when it comes to the Muslim community right now. So this has been going on, and it only seems that none of us recognized it, and there are people who feel that they are besieged within the church, and therefore they are saying, okay, let us look at people who would actually protect our interests. If that is what has led to the church, especially some in the clergy, softening its stance to the BJP, Father Paul Thelekat?
Exactly, Varghese, what you said is true. The majority of the clergy and religious in Kerala may be silently supporting also the hierarchy, but they are not aware of what is happening. They are not aware of what is the future. They are not aware of the danger that is lurking behind all these issues. Now, look, during the situation which arose in Kerala with regard to some sisters coming out in the public and making a strike, saying that one of them is abused and sexually molested by a bishop. Where did the priests and religious stand? It was with the bishop. What happened to these priests? What happened to the religious? What happened to the nuns? Even when one of them is accusing the bishop of betraying her, and committing adultery with her, and it seems that all the majority of the clergy and the religious were standing with the bishop as bishop is accused as the victim. That is a strange contradiction that took place in Kerala. This is what is happening. Therefore, there must be a lot. There are some
But then,
people.
Father, then also there were clergy who were worried about Kakkakali, and they said Kakkakali portrays religious life in a very wrong way, and then nobody is taking any approach to it. But then they see how Kerala story as a film comes up, and there is so much of protest against it, and there are people speaking against it. It looks like the Christians seem to be kind of orphaned, and that is the feeling that they have. So they want to find out whether is there anyone who's going to listen to them within the secular bipolarity in Kerala, that is the Congress-led UDF as well as the CPM-led LDF. So it seems that their voices are not heard in this secular bipolarity in Kerala.
There is definitely in the clergy and a sizable number of clergy who some way seem to be following the path of the bishops. And you see that in 2022, it is a bishops' conference. The synod who came with a statement on love jihad, so offensive, so hateful. This has happened in Kerala. One could imagine that such a thing. The police DGP says there is no love jihad in Kerala. Such an organization doesn't it. Still, the bishops are coming and saying that it is. This is the problem that we are facing. The bishops did not do homework, nor do they meditate, nor do they sit and think what should be done, and they do not imbibe the values of the society, even the constitutional values, freedom, equality, fraternity, peace. These are all forsaken for the sake of church being so introvert, concerned about its own property, its own wealth, its own security. That introvert attitude is the dangerous attitude that we are all talking about.